everyone, welcome back to my channel and for another of What If series on John Farnham. I think from the last one and this one, it's been my favorite so far, because exploring of Farnham, what he missed, so many opportunities in real life. So, for today's episode, we are going through the year of 2001. Where John Farnham comes back to America after 12 to 13 years from his last tour, the Jack's Back Tour, and his most anticipated 1989 HBO special back in the late 80s. Making his return in the 21st century, stepping in as Man of the Hour. As we are stepping into the 21st century, would John Farnham sell more records in the 2000s? Of course he will. So this is where it all started, with the recording of his next album in March to May of 2000 in a warehouse in Richmond, Melbourne, and kind of a rehearsal space for an upcoming summer tour in November and December in the same year. Then John's next album release as 33 1/3 came out in July of 2000. Then John heads to Sydney for a performance with Olivia Newton-John for the Olympic Games performance, and their song will be Dare to Dream. However, the tour is ready to commence as Man of the Hour Tour in Australia, and of course, the concerts sold out across the country. What would be happening if, in the What If timeline, for the album 33 1/3 and Man of the Hour Tour comes internationally, but this time, for this international leg of the tour, go to America? Let's see how it would have turned out. We kick off the year 2000. It would be a busy time with his next album, 33 1/3. Of course, came success in Australia. Until late September 2000, a new surge is coming in the US as a resurge to the American market of John Farnham. The last time John conquered in America was during his success of Whispering Jack and his groundbreaking first US solo leg of the Jack's Back Tour. Then, releasing his next album, Age of Reason, of course, came success. And his incredible groundbreaking broadcast concert, live by HBO, as to be seen for almost 4 million households in America for his summer 1989 tour, live from Rockhampton. With a declining in the 90s, John Farnham would make his return to the US and coming back on the charts with his first single off the new album 33 1/3, Try to Live My Life Without You. There has been a lot of buzz going on with the new single, and of course a new generation is born. Young teenagers and young adults is getting a sense of Farnham fever, and right in the middle of rehearsals for the tour, Glenn has spoken to John about going on tour overseas, and John never been so excited in a long time since the 1998 shows in Denmark and London. Just right before the tour started, Glenn convinced John to tour 33 1/3 album in America, and John needed more time how long John will go overseas. Somehow, like the Jack's Back Tour, they announced in late November of 1987, tickets went on sale in December, and the tour commenced in late January to early February 1988. So they don't want to rush things like what happened with the Jack's Back Tour, so they wanted to take their time and how they can organize, like with the ticket sales and venues and interviews that John has to go to. So when November hits in 2000 came around and hitting the Australian leg of the Man of the Hour Tour had begun, and somehow John wants to explore and what would American audience would enjoy, including songs of The Chain Reaction, Then Again, Romeo's Heart, Anthology, and 33 1/3 albums never get the chance to throughout from the 1990s. Right in the middle of the tour, John has gotten an interview from a radio show in the States. During the time of the conversation, John will be at his hotel room in Melbourne before heading off to Newcastle as their next location. John will announce the tour dates when he's coming to America and be headed in late May of next year. So that means they have 6 months to prepare before head off overseas in 2001. And will be the year of Farnham after fans gotten to see him live before from his 1988 Jack's Back Tour and seen the hero after 13 years. So the tickets will go on sale to the public in February 2001, but early access of the tickets in late December of 2000. Months after the release of 33 1/3 that came out in September of 2000 in the United States, and after that interview about the tour, John is ready to go on tour overseas, and actually, they released 3 more singles off the 33 1/3 album, and the singles are Men of the Hour, You're the Only One, and I Can't Get Next to You. In real life, I Can't Get Next to You never came as a single. In late May 2001, John is gearing up ready to go on tour for the Men of the Hour, or somehow changed to 33 1/3 tour as the second leg of Men of the Hour. So here's the tour dates for the Men of the Hour tour second leg. So they're kicking off in Washington, D.C., May 24th and 25th, San Francisco, May 27th and 28th, Los Angeles, May 30th, 31st, and the 1st of June, San Diego, June 2nd, Phoenix, June 5th, Houston, June 7th, 8th, and 9th, Dallas, Texas, June 12th, 13th, 15th, and 16th, Chicago, June 17th, Nashville, June 20th, Memphis, June 21st and 23rd, Atlanta, June 25th, and New York City, June 29th, 30th, July 1st, 3rd, 4th, and 6th. Now, let's move on to the setlist for the Men of the Hour tour, but in this one will be very different from the Australian setlist, and fans would know songs of the Whispering Jack and the Age of Reason albums, but not the other songs from Chain Reaction to Anthology albums. So here is the setlist for the American setlist of the 33 1/3 tour on Men of the Hour. The party starts with That Driving Beat, Trying to Live My Life Without You, Every Time You Cry, Age of Reason, That's Freedom, I Can't Get Next to You, Hearts on Fire, You're the Only One, Have a Little Faith, Chain Reaction, Reasons, Men of the Hour, Pressure Down, Playing to Win, You're the Voice, and then we go to the encore with Help, The Way, and Walk Away. But some songs during the tour does not represent for each show. Some songs were performed, such as Dream People, for the first time performing it, but in real life, never performed it. Simple Life, All Kinds of People, Talent for Fame, and So Long in Love. Somehow, Talent for Fame and So Long in Love never performed in real life. With the aftermath of the tour, a new surge of Farnham is getting popular more than ever since his success with Whispering Jack. 33 1/3 album made a mark of Farnham's music and him continue touring and releasing more albums, as his next one would be his last. Not gonna jinx it, but would John Farnham continues touring in bigger venues before he retires? Well, that is it for the What If series. Thanks so much for watching this episode. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell, and don't miss a single video every time I drop a new one. So, take care of yourselves, everyone. Stay safe, and peace.